on the Academy F4F-4, and as I mentioned in the last video, the Aries 1-72 F4F Wildcat cockpit set. Yes, it's for the Hasegawa kit, but I'm going to use it on this, So this is this part. These are the side walls that go on either side. Here's the seat. And then this is the headrest for the seat. So that'll go sort of like that. And then that's the headrest and the back wall. And then this is photo etch. It looks like seat belts, the instrument panel, and then there's this part that goes below that instrument panel to give you the dials. So I believe you put that behind there and then the dials show through. Other pieces on this photo etch give you different levers that go on that instrumentation on the side, and then these placements for the seat belts. Very nice. All right, so now I got to make that fit. So I proceeded to cut out the fuselage, get that to fit, and then started working on cutting out those parts from the resin, cleaning all those up. And here I'm removing the cockpit from its resin block, cut the seat off its block, remove the walls from their block. All these resin parts have to be cut off with a razor saw and then trimmed to fit. And now, just working on trying to get that to fit in there and using sticky tack on the walls, basically place those and then put the cockpit in and kind of compare on each side back and forth until I think I have it where I need it to be. If you can see here, so that's I'm going to put a styrene wall here. To kind of close that cockpit off so you can't see through either way. And then I just test fit and glue together the wing halves. And this Academy kit was really clean. Everything went together really nice. The only thing that needed any work were the rear wings had some ejection pin marks that I had to clean up. Okay, so I've carved out around the seat there and then shaved it down a little bit, and I think that opening is good. Once it's pushed up in there and tight, it'll be good. And then I have it centered this way. Now it's all in there with sticky tack, and what I did is I made that out of sheet styrene, that wall there just inside the pegs for where it receives the pegs for the landing gear, because I looked at other kits and they come with that wall and this one didn't. So I made my own, and then that gives me something to glue the cockpit to the front. So I'll make a little shelf on the inside of that toward the cockpit, and then that can sit on there. And now that I know where that cockpit is, I can position the side instrument panels accordingly. Here you can see that panel that I made. Now that I know where that cockpit's going to go, I can get a better idea of where this side panel should go. So I'll get it exactly where it should be and then mark it. So here is the kind of final fitting with sticky tack, and you can see I have that instrument panel on each side now, kind of level with the seat, and everything's lined up, and then it's centered from the top as well. And then next I worked on the landing gear, cut all those pieces out, cleaned them up a little bit, and then did some test fitting of that, and then even test fit it within the fuselage and compared it to references before I then finally glued it in its final position. Okay, I've dry fit the landing gear in there, and I think it's a little crooked, but I think I can hold it while the glue dries when I get to that point. You can see that crossbar goes in where it's supposed to, and it goes across that wall. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that wall. That looks that looks like that. So yeah, I think that's going to work nice. And as I'm taking this apart, I want to fill in this. It's a hole for the stand, and I am not going to use the stand, and it's going to bother me knowing that hole is there. So I'm going to fill it in with just some spare sheet styrene. I think that's a good stopping place. It's Sunday evening, and I've gotten pretty far. I just have a little bit of cleanup on that one remaining rear wing. Close that opening, and then decide how much of the photo etch I'm going to put onto the cockpit before I paint that interior. So it'll, probably take, I'm guessing 2 more videos to finish this up. So as always, thanks for watching and happy modeling.